I want to congratulate Dr. Emma Guttman for receiving the Inaugural Therapeutic Innovation Award. It is very much deserved. Through Dr. Guttman's bench-to-bedside and back approach, she was able to make paradigm-shifting discoveries, including eczema. She discovered that it was primarily an immune-driven disease, opening the door to new treatment avenues that target specific molecules. These treatments revolutionized the way we now treat this very prevalent disease, 7% of the US population. It affects the lives of millions of patients on a global scale. Dr. Guttman constantly thinks of innovative ways to find new targets to ultimately improve patients' lives.
It's hard to imagine someone more deserving of this kind of award than Dr. Guttman, who has worked absolutely tirelessly to identify disease pathogenesis, pathophysiology, and most importantly, therapeutic targets, and has put in the effort to really direct new and emerging treatments to try to find better ways to treat all sorts of inflammatory skin diseases.
People know Dr. Guttman for her prolific research, but I also got to see her treat patients, and she got to know all of her patients in totality. She understood them as human beings and genuinely cared about making them better as a clinician, and just understanding the importance of truly trying to heal your patients, even if you're also doing research, was invaluable to me as a mentee.
I've been exposed to a variety of types of leadership under different women, seeing how effective a department, how effective a lab, how effective a clinician a woman can be has been really inspiring, and I personally have taken it into my rotations as a fourth year now that I assume more managerial roles of my patients.
I feel like Dr. Guttman really invested in me and gave me a lot of opportunities that have helped me get to where I am today. So I have a lot of gratitude towards her as well as the entire Sinai dermatology department. I know how much she advocates for students who may not have the resources or opportunities, and she's definitely a big proponent in giving them, making sure that they have those. She's also kind of like a role model, seeing all the amazing things that she's done in the dermatology space. And it's really something I can look up to eventually when I become a dermatologist.
I had the privilege of joining Dr. Guttman's lab, and this was really an entirely transformative experience, because immediately I felt this is the center of translational dermatological research for chronic inflammatory skin diseases. And the research of Dr. Guttman was and is really instrumental for this process. And I was very happy to be in a lab where there was so much going on. There was so much accelerated understanding of mechanisms of atopic dermatitis. The results of that research then immediately translated into efficacious, safe, and highly successful treatments for atopic dermatitis patients. And this is really a success story.
I love my job. I really like the fact that I can do it all. Sometimes people say, oh, if you like the lab, you should pick that. If you like patients, you should pick that. But I like all the components in the right amount. Of course, I cannot see patients every day. I love seeing patients, but that's why I see patients only 2.5 days a week. I do the lab portion, also some portion of the week, but I cannot give up on each one of these components because they define who I am. I like to be a physician scientist. I'm super excited about this award because I care a lot about translating findings from the lab to the clinic, and my approach was a little bit unique in dermatology. I take many thoughts from the clinic to the lab and vice versa, and I think this approach was instrumental in me finding new treatments that are translated to new drugs for patients, or translating some treatments from one disease to another in the same approach. Inflammatory skin diseases are really having a transformation now, from no treatments to treatments that had many side effects, and it gives me a lot of satisfaction that in my research helped push the field forward and allow patients to have more drugs that will help them more get clear skin or get back their hair So it's super rewarding. So I'm very honored to receive this award. I'm so thankful to the ASA. I feel really very grateful to the American Skin Association. I'm also very grateful for all they've done for supporting research in dermatology, including my own faculty and residents. And I think many of us in the community, the dermatology community, need to thank them for where we are today. The ASA has been an amazing partner with dermatology in general and me in particular. And Howard Milstein is maybe the best person to represent the ASA. He started the ASA. Many people do not know, but he and George Hamrick started the American Skin Association. And he's been a fantastic partner to dermatology and dermatology research and to new innovation in dermatology throughout all these years. So Howard, thank you so much on my behalf and in general on behalf of dermatology for everything you are doing.